This is The Scoop for Monday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. The Clearwater City Council will consider renaming Court Street to Charlie Kirk Way at its meeting tonight. According to an agenda posted on the city's website, the item was introduced by Councilmember Ryan Cotton. The meeting begins at 6 and is open to the public in the first floor of the main library at 100 North Osceola Avenue in Clearwater. Governor Ron DeSantis signed a death warrant on Friday for a man convicted in the 1998 sexual assault and murder of a Northwest Florida attorney who was his neighbor. This continues a pace of 2 executions a month in Florida. Norman Grimm is scheduled to be executed October 28th and could be a modern-era record 15th inmate executed this year in Florida. The state has executed 12 inmates, with Victor Tony Jones scheduled to be put to death tomorrow and Samuel Smithers slated for execution on October 14th. This month, the University of South Florida announced that although its first-ever football coach, Jim Leavitt, will be inducted into the USF Athletics Hall of Fame, he will not attend or be recognized at the induction ceremony this Thursday. Leavitt was fired in 2010 after allegedly slapping USF football player Joel Miller. Kathy Miller, Joel's mother, says she's outraged.
I just couldn't even believe it. And this is my question to USF. If you are so proud of your candidate, why is he not being honored at the dinner? Why is he not being honored at the football game? It's like they're trying to tuck him away, like secretly, let's put him in the Hall of Fame.
Leavitt was arrested in August for battery and grand theft. The charges were later dropped. In a statement sent to WMNF, USF Athletics said that it understands and respects there may be differing perspectives regarding his induction, but the selection reflects an acknowledgement of Coach Leavitt's foundational role and significant contributions as USF's first head football coach. Jim Leavitt did not respond to our request for comment. A bill introduced by the Florida Senate would require medical examiners to conduct screenings to test for psychotropic drugs on suspects of mass shootings or other violent crimes. WMNF's Leah Burdick reports that there are critics of the idea that violent crimes are linked to antidepressants or other drugs.
Psychotropic drugs are those prescribed to affect a person's mental state, including antidepressants, mood stabilizers, and anti-anxiety medicine. Raggy Gergis is a professor of clinical psychiatry at Columbia University, and he says he disagrees with the idea that antidepressant drugs like SSRIs are linked to violent crimes.
The main point is that SSRIs are definitely not related to mass shootings, and they don't cause mass shootings in any way. The data are pretty clear in that, clear about that. I think the reason people make this association is because of the black box warnings on antidepressant package inserts or labels.
Gergis says his research found that there was only a 4% use of antidepressants among mass shooters in the past 30 to 35 years. That link between antidepressants and violence is prompted by the Church of Scientology. In a web statement, its Citizens Commission on Human Rights Florida says it advocates for toxicology studies on people who commit violent crimes, like this Florida bill requires. The bill was filed this month by Democratic Senator Barbara Sharif of Broward County. For WMNF News, I'm Leah Burdick.
Yesterday, Tropical Depression 9 strengthened into Tropical Storm Imelda. Meteorologist Megan Borowski from the Florida Public Radio Emergency Network says that Imelda will continue tracking northward before turning into the Atlantic.
Originally, it looked like Imelda would track northward, then hook to the west toward the Carolinas. But instead, now all data points toward Imelda tracking just north of the Bahamas before moving to the east into the Atlantic Ocean. Keep in mind that even though Imelda will stay off of Florida's Atlantic coast, parts of the peninsula will feel minor impacts from the system.
Borowski says that winds will be breezy today and that occasional gusts of more than 20 miles an hour are possible. She says that showers and storms around Imelda's outer bands should work their way toward the Tampa Bay area from the east this afternoon. A few showers will develop this afternoon. It will be breezy with highs near 90. Mostly clear tonight, overnight lows in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy, highs near 90. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop. Recorded at WMNF Tampa.